Hey everybody, just a little bit before we get into the video, I figured I would bring this little thing up. It is very important to make sure your brakes work. So at any time you have a soft pedal or your brake goes to the floor or your brakes aren't responsive, you need to have them looked at. Or if you have grinding in your brakes when you go to stop, you need to get them looked at. You need to get them changed. Because there's a friend of ours, I'm not going to mention her, but I'll probably post a photo of her car. This just happened. She ended up rear-ending somebody because she neglected to get her brakes looked at, and they just progressively got worse. She was offered by me and other people to look at her brakes, but she decided not to do that. Now she's rear-ended somebody, her car is totaled, she's out of a car, and all she had to do was get her brakes repaired. That is it. But she progressed and not doing it. She kept going forward, and procrastinated is actually the correct word. So that there, by making sure your brakes are taken care of and that they are fixed, is number one to being safe on the road. Thank you all for watching, and I hope this video helps you out. And remember, if it's broke, fix it before it breaks you. On an 02 Hyundai Santa Fe. And if you're wondering, yes, it's almost laughable. The brakes on the rear are actually smaller, and to kind of have an idea for some information on it, you can check out my other video that I have on the front brakes. But we already have the front wheels chucked. Got all the tools I need. Got my C-clamp, got my brake lube, which I use anti-seize, gloves, got my millimeter set, torque wrench, breaker bar, jack, and then we have the brakes here, which this is the brakes code is D813. This is for the back. I'm using the same brakes on the back that I have on the front. You can get this stuff if you need it. I typically don't use it. I normally use it just for the pins where it helps the brakes go in and out. But here's what the new brakes look like for the back. This is not a drum, it's actually rotor, so you got pads instead of shoes, and they're actually pretty small. But the only reason is that because the back brakes don't get used as much as the front. I do need to go get my my impact gun, so I will be right back. You're okay, sweetie. Alright guys, got her jacked up. You definitely want to make sure your lug nuts are loosed first when you do your back, because the tire will spin freely. So get you propped up here. Okay. The lug nut size is, again, 13/16. Headphone wearers, beware, this might be a little loud. Come on out. Go figure. Be right back. lug nut's stuck inside there. There we go. Plus, anyways, you'll need a flathead screwdriver. All right, remove the tire, get her to the side. Always want to do a little inspection in the back. Sway bar linkage looks good. Strut looks good. Okay, now's where I put my gloves on. Okay. All right, get your flathead, and just like in the front, you're going to want to stick it on the rotor in the back and just pull forward. That relieves pressure on the piston. Then I believe the bolt is the same as on the front, which is a 14. Let's double check. Yes, it's a 14. So you need a 14 millimeter, 3/8 socket, unless you got 1/2 sockets. Okay, that's tight. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Alright, should break free kind of easily, unless they're, you know, you're in the rust belt. Okay, once you do that, you can actually, should be able to de-thread them by hand. There's one bolt. There's the other bolt. Pull the piston off. Looks like we got a problem back here.
Oh yeah. See, I don't. As long as I follow power, but not only that way, it's hard for the people. Like Warren used to work with.
Let's get a comparison here. These brakes look kind of new in the back, which don't make any sense. Yeah, back brakes are new. So looks like whoever did the back brakes didn't lube anything, because getting the shoe out was a little tough. I actually had to pry it out, and you shouldn't have to pry your shoes out. But as you can see, there's some wear there, and everything was sticking. As you can see, they was actually sticking. So that's why you need to lubricate the back brakes, because if you don't lubricate, the pads won't slide like they should. And this is the kind of lubrication you can use. It's called brake lubricant. I typically use an anti-seize because it works just as well. But as you just seen me remove, I'm gonna make this video short because the rear brakes is same replacement as if you did the front. All right, so slide your pads in, make sure you lube here and here where they actually go. If these are damaged at all, you're going to want to get replacements. Check your rotor, make sure it's even. But other than that, definitely going to have to let the owner of this vehicle know the last people who ever did their brakes didn't do them right. So they can maybe get something done about that. But I'm going to go ahead and replace them with new pads, since these pads have some damage to them because it was installed improperly. So just let you know, if you don't install your brakes properly and you don't lube them, it will cause damage and it will cause braking problems. And that's exactly what this Hyundai had. But again, thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment below, and if it's broke, remember, always fix.